Being able to control things at scale is one of the huge advantages of using Revit. It makes managing large projects easy, and it also builds in a really nice layer of quality assurance. In this video, we're going to show you how to take advantage of one of Revit's key features that allows you to control your graphics and visibility across the entire set for specific views. Let's jump into this project, and we're going to use Revit's default sample project here. So let's go ahead and take a look in the project browser. So you'll see that there are several floors here, 1st through 5th. We want to be able to show all of these in a very consistent way. We don't want some of them showing furniture, some of them not, some of them showing annotation tags, and then some of them only showing partial annotations. So for this, the way to really start to control all of this, we're going to use View Templates. And for those of you that saw our visibility graphics video, this closely ties in with that. So what are View Templates? View Templates are really an overarching control, so like a global control over how we're seeing our actual plans. There are several ways to access the View Templates. The main way is to go to the View tab, click on View Templates, and then Manage View Templates. Within here, you can see all of the view templates that you have within your project. These are all the default view templates that we have pre-made in our BIM Depot Revit template. You can really have everything from legend views, plan views, reflected ceiling plan, demolition, finished plans, elevation, sections, wall sections, details, and even schedules. We're going to cover the typical model view templates. We'll cover a schedule of view templates in a future video. The way that you actually go about assigning a view template to a view is by clicking on a view, going to the Properties dialog box, scrolling down to Identity Data, View Template, and then click on the button here. We already have our construction plan view template set up for this. So once we're in this dialog box, you can see on the left-hand side, it's all of the view templates that we have that can be applied to this. And then there's also some filters that you can use to sort through all of these. At the bottom here, you can choose to duplicate a view template, rename the view template, delete a view template. This can only be done if you go to Manage View Template in the View tab. There's also an option here to show the views that are in the project. So to get into it, really the properties are all located on this right-hand side. You can see here view properties and then the number of views that the template is assigned to. So we have 8 views that have this template assigned to it. If we start looking into it, you'll see there's 3 columns. The first one, parameter. So this is the parameter that you're going to be affecting. Second one is a value. So the value you're assigning to that parameter. And then there's a checkbox to include or not include this within the view templates control. So what does that mean? Say if we wanted this view template, so the construction plan, we wanted that to apply, in this case, view scale. We wanted that to apply to several different view scales that we have. So say if we have our normal plans at 1/8 inch, but then we have enlarged plans at 1/4 inch and 1/2 inch, but we still really want all the same graphics to apply. We can uncheck this, and then you can actually control all of the view scales manually for each view. So you can see here, if we change this to 1/4 inch, it'll do that. Now, if we go back into the view template, click include, click OK, and we try doing that same thing, you'll see that it's grayed out and we can no longer adjust that manually. You'd have to come into your view template, do 1/4 inch, click OK, and then you'll see now it's enlarged. And then if we go to another view that has that view template, you'll also see that that was enlarged to 1/4 inch as well. So really these first few parameters are about the overarching display of the view. So view scale, the way that you're displaying the model. So normal, halftone, do not display. The detail level, so coarse, medium, fine, and then parts visibility. The next chunk that you're able to control are your visibility graphics overrides. So we have a separate video that really dives into this, but to show the power of view template and how this can be applied, I did want to show a few of these. So in this case, let's say we wanted to hide all the furniture that's in all of these plans. So we have furniture in these 5 plans. Let's go into our view template. We'll click edit our model, scroll down, and then let's uncheck furniture and furniture systems. And again, if you want more detail on visibility graphics overrides, we have another video on this. Click OK. And then you'll see the furniture is now hidden from this plan. And then it's also hidden from the second floor plan. So this has now gone and been applied to 5 different plans with only a single adjustment. So you can really see the power of this at scale. So this is only 5 plans, but imagine if you're doing a high-rise 20, 30, 40 plans. View filters can be quite powerful within view templates. If you click edit, let's go ahead and do an example here where we say that we want to hide all of the different wall sections than our typical plans, but we still want to be able to see our building sections. You can go to your view template, edit filters, and let's go ahead and add our filter. You'll see we have some already set up in the BIM Depot Revit template. Click OK. And then let's choose to hide our wall sections. Let's apply that. Now you'll notice that all those view sections are gone within this view. But then if we go and check the other views here, so they're gone. But then you'll notice in each of our views, we still have our building section tags here. So this is a good way to hide detail sections and callouts and things like that. Sort of that global scale again. Whole plan might not want to show it, but we still want to show our building sections. This is all explained within the VG overrides video. All of this can be adjusted. So your model, annotation, imports, your filters, Revit links. This is a really powerful one. A similar mindset can be used for the Revit links. So let's say we really wanted to see our HVAC, electrical, and plumbing within these plans. We can turn that on, and now you can see all of our light switches are showing up, and then the different HVAC and electrical items here. And again, this is really something that gets applied across all of our different views that have this view template, and then your design options as well. The next group here is really about almost like your graphic quality for like rendering and shadows and things of that nature. So that is all adjustable here as well. So the next group here, Underlay Orientation. This is if you have a plan underlay and you want it to look up or down. So if you're doing an RCP and you want to underlay your floor plan, you would say look down. This is often one I uncheck because there's sometimes you want to adjust that per the view, especially if they're working views. View range. This is one that can be useful to adjust per view as well. For the most part, you want your view ranges to be the same, but I found that certain instances like basement levels, ground levels, and roof levels, sometimes they need sort of a slight tweak in the way that you're showing it, view range. But yeah, that's user choice, and you can leave this checked or unchecked. Orientation, so whether you're showing Project North or True North. These filters is a very important one. We have another video coming out on this one, so subscribe if you want to see that. But this is really important to keep consistent. So whether you're showing demolition plan or new plan, you really want to be consistent with that in your plans. And then you have the ability to adjust discipline, your hidden lines, your color scheme. This is really helpful for schematic plan layouts and when you're doing your different presentations to show programming, breakups, and things like that. System colors, so that's your MEPs, depth clipping. And then you have a group at the bottom here where you can actually adjust the text parameters that are within this. So a lot of times people sort their views using these, so it's very helpful. One common mistake that I make all the time, I'll want to edit my visibility graphics overrides. And if we have a view template applied, you're still allowed to click on visibility graphics override edit, but then you'll notice everything is grayed out within here. And that's not because you can't override the graphics. It's because that's being controlled by the view template. So the same applies for all the different tabs in here. But similarly, you can edit this individually if you would like per view. You just have to come back to your view template, uncheck the include, click OK. And now you'll notice that we do have that control. So that's really applicable to any different parameter that we have within our view templates. We really hope that this video was informative. If the video was, please go ahead and leave us a comment. Let us know that you liked it and it was helpful. And also just let us know what else are you struggling with, what videos are useful. It really helps us let us know kind of what we should make videos on in the future. If you'd like to use the different view filters and view templates that we showed within the video, you can go to our website, bim-depot.com, find our Revit template. Be sure and subscribe to our channel so you can see our next video on schedule view templates and how to use them effectively for your next project.